Good morning, afternoon, evening, you beautiful people. It is another wonderful day here in Texas. Greetings from Texas to anybody who's not here in the beautiful 32-degree state this morning. Actually, that's, if you know anything about Texas, you know that it's probably 85 somewhere in the south. It's, 20 somewhere else. But
Ha ha ha, Texas is country.
You guys get the point. Proud of our state. I'm up here at the church because today I'm hosting Minister Alliance prayer group. So the pastors of the city get together, pray for the city, pray for the specific needs in the churches and the community. And I'm hosting that today.
I'm feeling alright, and let's talk about love. Yeah, baby, come and dance with me.
And probably the most important element of it all, coffee. Are you guys ready for the most unsexy coffee B-roll ever?
Can I take you out tonight? Kiss you in the moonlight.
Well, that's done. Finished with the pastor prayer time. It got me to thinking, I just posted a video for you guys on our secret project. And I mentioned it in the video a little bit. Jesse and I are working on all of these different projects, and we're trying to figure out like what you guys want to see, what we're trying to make, growing a production company, and it's all just a little confusing because we're still trying to pray to Jesus and ask him, God, what do you want us to make? What's the stuff that you want us to make? What are the things that we can't live without? We've got to put out into the world. But we also want to marry that with what does our current audience already want to see? Like, what's interesting to you guys? Because what's interesting to us isn't always interesting to you. Just the marriage of all of that and then balancing time. It's all very, very fun, very exciting. I forgot where I was going with this. Oh, just posted that video on Facebook, and man, it got a really overwhelming response. I'm pumped. Anytime it reaches, a significant portion of the community that hasn't seen your work before, it's awesome. I'm kind of cool with just the numbers on a calculator, on a computer that say you have however many subs or however many thousand people saw your video. That's cool and all, but like sitting in that room that night, watching them consume the content, having some people go, "What's for dinner?" and some people hanging on every word that was said. I don't know, it was fun. I like this side hustle. This is my real thing. This is where my heart is, but this is also where my heart is because this is making content for the kingdom. Like not just viral videos, but like videos that mean something. That's where my heart is moving forward on this channel. Interviewing people, finding stories that mean something, that matter, that communicate the cause of Christ. Off to lunch. So I guess the point is, God's given you a story. He's done something in your life. He's placed something upon your heart that you're supposed to share with everyone. And maybe you don't feel like you have a story, but you do. Your life is a story. What he's doing in your life, what he's saying to you, what's going on around you, that's part of his story, and it's built for his glory. You have a story. If you don't feel like you have a story, somebody around you has a story. Somebody in your family, somebody in your church, somebody has a story that they want to tell, and all you have to do is grab a camera, point it at them and say, what's your story? What's God been doing in your life? What's going on? What are some of the things that are fresh on your heart? Capture that story. We have a story. That's what I'm learning about this video production thing is I love telling these stories. I love telling my story of what God's doing. I love telling somebody else's story, Jason's story, Lance's story, Jesse's story, David's story, whoever's story, because everybody is telling this similar story of how God wants to interact with his people, how God is a loving, generous, wonderful God. I love telling these stories. Growing bunch. You can too. Love you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Ouch. We have fun pumps that shut off at $75, thank goodness.